Hi, welcome back for another live playthrough. I'm very excited today to play Fairytale together with Aris sitting over there and Dimitris sitting over there. Myself is Vangelis sitting over here, just for the video, you know where we're sitting. We're going to play the story which is called Whiskers in the Wheat, which comes as a demo in Fairytale for this prototype. As you can see, it's an advanced prototype, but it looks really nice. Just to get a bit of overview of the story. The story takes our heroes and starts us with on 11A on this tile. The configuration of the map, where the heroes start, where the minions, enemy starts, where we have chests or where we have different challenges on the board, is based on the story overview, and it dictates exactly what's where. The story also has a hint here, which I'm going to read to you because it's important. It says a craft-savvy hero might be able to understand what has happened to the barn's basement. The barn is over here. Bucktooth, the beaver, who is this guy over here, the beaver, is not at his home on Lake 2A, and he seems to be in a rush. He must be up to something. The groundhogs warn that Naya the fox, which is the big boss here, Naya the fox, okay? Or at least the powerful enemy, which starts in the center. Naya the fox is very powerful. It might be wise to avoid her in this story, as the heroes have not yet upgraded their weapons, armor, and action cards. So we may decide to encounter her, it's up to us, but the hint is let's try to avoid it if possible, or at least at the beginning, because she's quite powerful. Okay? Right. So, that's the story overview, and then I'm going to move to the introduction, which gives you know, the fluff, the universe, and the background for the story. Also, we're playing the game not part of a campaign. We're playing it as a one-shot story, which means that we have started with some upgrades. So each hero has upgraded one action card. That means we removed one of our non-badge cards and upgraded it with adding one bronze card. Okay, slightly better. Each hero starts with one offense and one defense path token, which we did. Okay, and also each hero chose one of the following weapons and armor tokens to upgrade, and we have selected from the options, and we start with an armor and a weapon in our slots already. We have populated our hero boards with all our health, all our craftsmanship, all our diplomacy, plus enough armor, speed, power, and in this case arrows for me, okay, which are dictated by the cap upper limit on the actual tokens. Okay, I can never have more than 2 as long as I have this bow, or I cannot have more than 2 armor as long as I have this token, mushroom. And the same goes for the speed here and the power here. Right, so I'm reading the introduction so you get into the spirit. Once upon a time, in a land where the golden fields swayed beneath the refreshing breeze, there stood an old barn, which is here. Proud and sturdy. Within it lived 3 little groundhogs who dwelled in peace among the hay and grain. But one fateful night, a long rumbling beneath the ground disturbed the peace of the 3 little groundhogs. The basement of the barn filled with a horde of ravenous rats, their beady eyes glowing red with mischief. Terrified, the 3 little groundhogs fled into the woods, where they built a meager shelter of twigs and leaves. There they waited, too afraid to return to their once loved home. Our heroes, starting over here, guided by the Aunt Mapple's advice, had already begun their journey towards the barn to investigate the strange dealings of the fox. And so deep within the woods, they found the 3 little groundhogs. Upon seeing these brave travelers, the groundhogs welcomed them, offering them a little food they had and sharing their peril. "Beware of the cunning fox Naya," they cautioned. "She may appear as friend, but as sure as her intentions are far from good. We have been asking for help from both her and the good-for-nothing beaver, who dwells by the lake south of the tree house, and look where that got us. Now the rats rule our home. We know as surely as the sun will rise that both he and the fox hold secrets they dare not share. We stay here not for one dares confront the fox, so is too nimble and mighty. She is very powerful. Stories of unfortunate travelers who dare to cross her path always end in tragedy, so please be careful." With a sigh, one of the groundhogs reached into the small satchel and pulled forth a vibrant blue evergem of dazzling brilliance, its light casting rippling reflections upon the leaves. Please accept this evergem as a token of our gratitude for your help. It's all we have. Even if you cannot reclaim our barn, keep it for your troubles. Gain 1 evergem. Okay? So we have 1 evergem which we take and we place in our basket. We collect our evergems here. Now, immediately, since we are in the exploration phase, the game presents us with 2 options. If you wish to investigate the barn, move to tile 3A over here. So from here we can move there. And then we read entry 3. Or if we wish to visit Naya the fox, we move to tile 8A over here. And then we read entry 16. So, I think it's obvious that we shouldn't touch, at least at the beginning, Naya the fox. Unless you're feeling lucky tonight. I don't know.
Let's go.
What say you? Huh? Should we go by the barn?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we do is when the heroes move, we all move together. So we all have to be the same. So you can move us on the barn.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Doesn't have to be on the map point. Yeah, don't worry. Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
So moving by the barn on tile 3A, we proceed by reading entry 3. Before we go there, I needed to tell you the basics about the 3 main events. Whenever the die, the story, we need to roll the story die, we can either have a yellow evergem, a blue evergem, or a red evergem. Okay, blue being the most common 3 times, yellow 2 times, and red more rare 1 time.
Yeah.
This will be both a timer for the story to progress, but also different things will happen. Okay, I'm going to read them when they appear for the first time, but just as a nutshell, because I read them in advance. At the beginning, when the blue evergem is rolled on the story die, we progress the beaver to the next spot where he collects the gem, moving across this trail, trying to get to the barn. So there is something going on with him, trying to rush to the barn to do something. Whenever the red evergem is rolled, a red crystal is added next to Naya, possibly becoming too strong or stronger, I don't know. And whenever the yellow evergem is rolled through the story, an additional yellow evergem is added by the barn.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
It says, when there are no more blue, because the beaver is here, read an entry. It says, when there are 5 yellow there, because you added the 5th evergem, read the story. Something specific from the story, okay? We'll do that when we come, or when the red, the same, okay? So the story accumulation of gems may trigger some events, so be careful.
Okay.
Right, okay, so going back to our story, we said I'm going to read entry number 3. So I'm reading. Right. Upon our hero's arrival, the barn stood silent and nothing seemed amiss. Yet, an unshakable unease lingered in the air. Perhaps it was the emptiness, or perhaps the grave warnings of the groundhogs still echoed in our heroes' minds. They could not yet say, but one thing was certain. Their determination to uncover the truth, urged from forward, for mysteries left unsolved, have a way of growing darker with time. Roll the story die. So, Ari, do you want to roll the story die?
Yes, of course.
So a blue evergem means that our beaver moves to the next step if you want to progress him. Okay. He collects this gem. Let's keep it close by. I don't know if something happens, but okay, he collects 1 evergem and getting 1 step closer to his trail. Okay? Yes. If it says that if at some point
he collects how many? All 5, I think.
Each time you roll a blue on the story die, move the back to the beaver, the next nearest map point with a blue gem. Okay. Remove that blue gem. When 0 blue evergems remain, you read section A. I'm not going to read it now. Okay. We'll read it when it triggers. Okay. Keep in mind that if back to the beaver would move to a tile with a hero, we need to read something. Section B. Okay. If a hero if the backtooth or a hero moves, then again we read the same. Okay, so we'll have most probably an encounter or something, but only if we're on the same tile. Again, if the beaver is sitting in the middle map point, it's considered sitting both on that tile and that tile. Okay. So if we're here, from here he can we have an encounter, let's say. Okay, right. So Aris rolled for the blue Evergem, so I continue with our story. Then we have options. I'm reading the 5 options we have at the entry 3 at the barn. First, any hero may perform a craftsmanship 2 challenge, because it has 2 craftsmanship challenge. You see, something to try to do there. If a hero succeeds in a craftsmanship 2 challenge, then we read entry 5. If no hero succeeds on the challenge, meaning we can all 3 of us try a challenge, okay? If at least 1 hero succeeds, then we're going to read number 5 entry. If no hero succeeds on the challenge, we roll the story die, and any hero may retry the challenge, or you may choose another option. Okay, so that's one option, to try to work with the challenge of the craftsmanship. Another option is to move to tile 5B, which is here, so move there, and read an entry, number 4. Another one is to move back to the center, to move to the 8A with the Naiad Fox, like we had from before. This option, we have it from here. Another one is to go back to 11A and read something else. If we have already read 11 entry, which we haven't, and have already solved the craftsmanship challenge, we're going to proceed and read number 5. Okay, so these are the 5 options.
Should we take the challenge or try to block the beaver?
Okay, I mean, the beaver, most probably, we'll have to go to him. At the moment, we cannot reach him, because even if we go to 5, we cannot encounter with him, if it's an encounter, I suppose.
Yes, but if you wait at the barn, he will have to collect all the blue gems that we don't
know what they do.
Something that we don't want.
Maybe he's trying to prevent something.
Or maybe it's a boost for him.
Yeah,
the blue crystals.
I would propose, at least since we're there, maybe someone can try the craftsmanship. Keep in mind, for trying the craftsmanship, you need to have the tokens to expend when you have successes. And theoretically, you focus on the right side with this, the action log, and you need to have the icon of the craftsmanship with a high number. Because to pass 2, for me, I have 1.
At least 2.
I have 1. I cannot spend the 1 because I can never get 2 successes with this card. But I can do with the 1 of 2. If someone doesn't have at least 2 craftsmanship,
I can do that.
He cannot pass.
But we need 2 out of 2.
Yes,
we have 2.
Yeah.
You have better chances, but I do have a card with 2 craftsmanship.
So you have a card with the 2 craftsmanship. Yes. So it says, you see here, 2 craftsmanship. So and he has craftsmanship tokens to spend if he's successful. So he plays the card.
Do I spend the tokens even if I?
No. If you are successful.
Only.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to use not those dice. These are specifically for successes. You only care if it's green or non-green.
Okay. Okay.
So it's
3 out of 6. They are the same dice. Actually.
They are the same dice, but these are for your weapon for combat. So don't mix it. Okay. So you need 2 out of 2. Okay. So it's a fail. It's 1 out of 2. Okay, but it's a good.
So I lose the card, right?
The card is not lost; it's discarded.
I discard. Yes.
You can pull it again, draw it again once.
So I can
your
try.
draw pile
I can try it too with 2.
You can also try it. Yes.
Okay.
Just roll the die.
Okay, it's a fail.
Okay.
Just out of the record, yes, let's throw the second one. What would have been?
Green.
Okay. Okay, 50% for
1
you.
out of 2.
And okay, since everybody's trying, let me also try it. Okay, I will also do.
For 1 success. You do have to.
I have to. I was just showing the example. So I'm going to be slow and painful. Let's see, green.
Always the first one comes.
Okay, so none managed to succeed on the craftsmanship challenge. Okay. So it says, if no hero succeeds on the challenge roll, roll the story die.
Okay.
We roll the story die again. Okay, so he progresses 1 more and consumes 1 per gem.
Okay.
And then any hero may retry the challenge, or you may choose another option. So do you want to continue?
Is there any reason to retry the challenge as we don't have the appropriate cards? I mean, I have only 1 craftsman.
During a challenge, like during a combat, you can either play a card or draw a card. So you'll spend your time for drawing a card, hoping you will get it. But I think it's I think we're wasting time.
Yeah.
to
I
be
can
honest.
draw a card and then play it.
No, no.
Ah.
During the encounter,
You have to
regardless if it is a combat or challenge, like now, like a challenge, it could be a combat.
Yeah.
During the encounter, you can either draw a card or play a card. I'm not talking about the talents, which allow you to do additional things. I'm talking as a basic mechanism. You can either draw or play a card.
Okay.
Okay?
What other options?
You cannot do draw and play the same card from your free.
What other options do we have?
I'm listing the options again. We can move to 5B and read an entry.
Yes.
We can go back here we can go to the center or go back here at 11. I would propose that we progress a bit.
Since we are upgraded because it's it's a story of one-time shot.
Yeah, one story.
Yes,
Shot.
one story shot. Yes, I think we should progress in order to battle either with
Most
the
probably
rats,
we'll need to battle with something, but
Yes.
maybe,
since the challenge was.
you know what I mean, there's something going on here, or maybe even here, or maybe it's better to intervene with him before he reaches
Yes.
out at the end, to find out what he's doing. I don't know, what do you think, you guys think? Should we move?
Yes, we will move, but
Let's move.
we may also encounter the rats.
But
Instead of the beaver.
I think this challenge is important.
Yes, but if we don't have the
It
cards
is
to do the
important, but if we
challenge-
keep doing it to fail, what's the point? You
Yes.
see, you tried 3 times, and you need to be very lucky to have 2 successes with 2 dice only. Unless someone had the 3 craftsmanship cards.
we do not.
I don't have at the moment.
Okay.
Maybe it's in the deck.
So
you know?
proceed.
Me too.
Let's proceed.
So shall we move?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we all move here, right? Now we move out of the challenge because we did, and we go back to exploration. Okay, so we're in exploration mode now.
Okay.
And then when I move to tile 5B, I'm reading you entry 4. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So for entry 4, our heroes arrive in a vast open plain with a few trees scattered here and there, casting their precious shadow on those that seek rest. Before doing anything else, guess what? You roll the die. I'm telling you, it's a timer in most of the cases.
The story die.
Not
Yeah, the story die. Yep.
Not blue, not blue.
Blue.
Blue is the most
So
common,
he moves here.
you expect to have it.
He moves here. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Since he's here,
You have to encounter him.
before you roll the die and moves,
Yeah.
we are supposed to be on the same tile. So there is an encounter. So we reach him. Okay?
Okay.
So let me tell you what happens
With the encounter.
with the encounter, because it said at some point with the blue Evergems that if Bactus the beaver would move to a tile with a hero, or the heroes would move. So before rolling a story die,
Yeah.
we moved here, so we encountered him, because sitting here, he's considered also sitting on tile 5B and 2A. So before doing anything else, we encountered him. So I'm reading B. A very hasty beaver, dressed like a buccaneer, rushes past our heroes. He pays them no mind, his eyes fixed on some unseen goal. Curious, the heroes try to call out to him, but he does not slow, nor does he turn to face them. He simply rushes on, lost on his own urgent quest. The heroes can only wonder what could drive such a creature to such haste. Options. You can try to aggressively interrupt the beaver. If you do, you read section 2, entry 2. Or you may ignore the beaver. If you do, ignore these options and continue from the options of your previous entry. That means we can decide if we want to interrupt him and possibly fight him, I suppose.
Probably we will interrupt.
Or ignore him.
Let's go
No,
fight
yes.
him.
We are
Should we
here-
fight him?
Yeah.
So we interrupt him. Okay. So I'm reading entry 2.
We are here to stop the beat.
What's going on, Mr. Beaver? What do you want? Why are you rushing? No one can rush
Yes.
among us. So, irritated by the beaver's blatant disregard, the heroes move swiftly, aggressively, stepping before him with firm resolve. With no way forward, the beaver skids to a halt. How dare you, filthy dogs? He barks, clearly seething with anger. Let me pass this instant. I have important work to attend to. Step aside or face the wrath of my trusty pistol. With a swift motion, he draws his weapon, the barrel aimed directly towards the heroes and ready to fire. Options. let him pass.
No.
If you do, ignore these options and continue from the options of your previous entry, just as if you had chosen to ignore back to the beaver from before. Or begin combat with the second option is begin combat with the back to the beaver. If you defeat him, you read 15. If you are defeated, you read 27.
Okay. We want that.
Do we?
Yeah, we fight the beaver.
We fight him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we proceed with the challenge. So this is our focus now. Okay. Get those out. And we start with the deck. I remind you, it's B1, B2, B3. Okay. And B1 on top, B2 below, B3 below.
Okay.
So
we need one
we
sword.
go into the encounter. Just as a quick reminder, I'm going to have next to me the steps. I'm going to be a bit,
We have to play a card
step by
in order
step.
to fight him.
Yes.
You can either draw a card or play a card, whether it's challenge or combat. It's encounter. Okay.
How many lives
So
does he have? Five cards. Five cards.
so he has. It's one unit. He has
Cards.
5 health.
5 cards.
So you put them all in a stack, or if not, just close by. Okay, they are considered one unit. Okay. So 4 plus 1, 5.
5.
He has a round of start which happens before anything else. That means we gain a heart, so which is useless at now because we're all at full.
Yeah, full. Yes.
His statistics are a bit, let's say, low at the beginning because it's B1 card. That means with a single sword, he takes a hit and you remove 1 heart. And you can do this as many times as you want. I remind you, I don't have swords. I can convert 2 arrows.
He needs 2.
One sword.
Sorry.
Two arrows.
Yeah. So to remove 1 heart, you need 1 sword and 2 arrows.
Arrows.
So you need all these 3 results to remove a single heart.
This is pierce.
Oh, this is pierce. Your dagger.
This is pierce, this is aim and hit, and this is a slash and cut. I think.
Okay.
So 1 slash and 2 aims.
And also from our results that we're going to roll the die, you can think that if you want to block the full attack, instead of having 2 damage, okay, you can you need to spend 1 speed and 1 armor and 1 power, 1 of each. Okay. Keep in mind that when he attacks, 1 is going to suffer the 2 damage. Okay. So we decide which player is going to take his attack.
Okay.
But we can all attack him. So what we do now, with 3 players, we roll our dice. Okay. But from the 3 dice rolled, we're going to only keep 2. Okay. So roll your dice.
I cannot provide any damage at this combat because I have
Okay. These are my results.
symbols. Okay.
Keep your results nearby. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so this is a wild. That's really nice. Definitely you should keep that one.
Okay.
So keep, you don't have to wonder.
Okay.
Yeah, you keep those 2 and 1 goes out. Exactly. And the same goes for me. Now, you can, as a free action, you can select to activate your defensive path and offensive path. But if you do so, you can either do it, look, either by spending a die, which is as a virtual resource, or if you don't have it, or if you want to, you can spend the token. But it's not replenished automatically, you need to populate it, okay? Also, from your hand of cards, doesn't mean that you can also play the card now for the hoarding, meaning, you know what I mean, if you are missing
Yes, but
tokens,
we are not missing, so...
Yeah, but I'm saying, you can either play,
probably we draw.
we can all play a card or draw a card.
we
The
draw
card
a
when
card.
you play it, you can either play it for hoarding, filling your meter, your tokens, or for contributing to combat sets.
We're gonna draw a card.
Okay?
Yeah.
Draw or play a card. Let's see.
Don't want to play. For the sets.
Let's I would say let's strategize first. From the results, I have 1 arrow.
1 arrow, and
you can use theoretically this one to make it a second arrow, and this to make it a sword. So we have 1 triplet, which means we can remove 1 heart. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
You have
I
rolled.
can't contribute to this attack because I'm using a piercing which is at 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't do him any damage, so I will focus on defense mainly.
Okay. Shall I say something?
Yeah.
I can use my speed to let him attack me because I can use my speed. I'm like a tank. when damaged, reduce the damage by 1. So instead of taking 2 damage, I will take only 1. Meaning I'm going to lose one of those. Okay, so he's going to focus on me. Okay, so let's
we go first or he's go?
First, we go by assigning sets. So that means let me do it.
You assign one
so
arrow.
What I do, I take this, I assign one arrow, I place it here.
Okay.
You assign one sword.
One sword.
So you take one sword and you assign it here.
And the second
and
arrow.
the wild card, you make it an arrow so that we have 2.
Okay.
So by assigning 2 arrows and 1 sword, we remove 1 heart.
But on hit, I can inflict 1 additional damage to the second.
Excellent. So you remove a second one.
How can I spend my
1 additional damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you place it there.
I need the card.
He needs a die, I guess.
No, or wooden component.
He just spent the wooden component.
Yeah, he will lose it. The wooden exactly, it's what he should do.
So you lose this?
Not yet at the cleaning phase. Leave it there. Okay. Because you cannot use it again.
Okay.
So this goes here. Okay. So already drop him 3 out of 5. That's good.
No defense.
You cannot do anything else, right?
I can do defense.
Okay. I also have 1 energy, but it doesn't mean anything because it's useful when I attack more than 1 unit. Okay. If there were more units, I would add 2 more attack.
What does he need? He needs 2 shields and what else?
He needs
because I can
1 shield. One.
Okay, I can offer this to add. I can offer this to add 1 this. Can someone add speed and armor?
Armor, I can do an armor.
No dice.
You can add armor.
And yes.
And I can also add the speed.
Speed also.
So he doesn't take any damage. But not me, maybe someone else. You have 1, not keep it?
I have 1 speed only.
Me too.
Okay.
Okay, but...
Okay, let's...
No, keep it for your ability. It's important too. I will use it. Let me use it so I'm blocking also. So that means, just to show you the blocking also, that means that this blocks his attack.
1 of his attack.
So that means I shouldn't use this one. You see what I mean? Because
no, wait, the set blocks 1 damage, not the whole damage.
The attack, no matter how much damage it does.
So
that's why I don't play here.
Okay.
I don't want to reduce the damage. I want to use it as a blocking set because he 0.
Okay.
It blocks the full attack.
Okay.
Okay? You get it?
Okay. Are you sure that
one
set blocks the whole
attack? It blocks the attack, not the damage.
Okay.
On the blocking. Otherwise, it's too difficult to make a set.
Yes, that's why I'm asking.
If it's just 1, it's...
Okay.
He attacks on 1 of us.
Because we said I'm his focus. We said at the beginning.
Okay.
We decide which of us takes the
okay.
If he had more units, each unit can choose either the same, we decide, or different players. Okay?
Okay.
Ari, you're
yes.
careful.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, not bad, because we removed
1 damage.
2 out of the 5 health, and we didn't take anything.
Yeah.
Okay? So, the next step of this is if he had any on hit or on miss abilities, they would activate now, which he doesn't. He had the round of start ability, which activated at the beginning.
Okay.
And the next thing that he does is we go to, let me read it the first time exactly as they are, to make sure it's read correctly. The next thing is we reset the enemy combat board. That means these go out. Okay, they serve their purpose for this combat round. Okay, we don't remove any health extra. The health stays as it is. Okay, and the next thing that happens is we go to the next step, which is players roll the story die.
Shall I lose my sword?
Yes, you use your sword. How do you use?
Oh yes, I also used this one.
Yes, because you declare them by putting out from the slot.
And also I use the one sealed.
Yeah, of course.
For the set.
How about the die? Where
and the power, who use the power?
Me, on hit.
The power.
The energy.
And the power also for the setting, myself. For the set.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, what about the die that we use?
The die is like a virtual.
So I put it away, right?
Yeah. I use the die and let me. No, the dice. Wait a minute. I was confused. The die I used, it's not. I don't spend it. I would spend it if I was playing it from a card. for blocking. I didn't. I used the die.
Also
okay?
for myself. Okay.
And the same goes for the arrow. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I would spend from my board tokens if I was additionally to the dice icons contributing for the action log. Meaning I wanted to play, you know what I mean, 2 more power or one more attack. You know what I mean. Then I need to remove them from my board. From the card, whether it's challenge or combat, when I add more tokens, I need to expend them from my board. The dice are like virtual wooden components. You don't need to also spend the components. Okay, be careful not to be in. Okay, but that being said, okay, this is what we did only with our dice. Keep in mind, I don't have any talent. Do you have any talent in the card you played? What does it say?
I need to draw 1 card.
Draw a card. Your talent. Okay. Did you have the talent on your card, Aris? That you played?
Previously, you mean? No.
Okay. Be careful with the talents, huh? Yeah. It's free.
Okay.
But we haven't theoretically before. We also blocked. Okay. But we could also play a card.
I will draw a card.
Okay. I will also draw a card. But don't forget that we could also contribute with a card.
Yeah. Okay.
To make additional damage. You know what I mean? By spending wooden tokens.
Yes.
It's clear?
Yes.
Okay. I also draw a card. Drew a card. Okay, cool.
Next round.
Right. So.
Ready to
next combat round. Yeah.
Yes.
So we blocked him, so he didn't attack. Okay. And we roll the die before we move to the next combat round. Roll the die.
The story die.
Yeah, it's part of the encounter. Blue. So he moves and consumes 1 more. Okay, it's a timer, guys. It's intended to be a timer.
Okay. So we need to focus.
We continue with the encounter. Okay, so let's go around him, trying to make a better. Okay, right. Hey, Beaver. Of course, we continue. Okay, so now we roll our dice again. Wait a minute. Sorry, I forgot. He changes card. So he goes to B2 now. We remove this card.
He's tougher.
Oh. Okay. So now his stats are, he needs 1 sword, again, and 2 dagger. Okay.
He's weaker, but
he does only 1 damage instead of 2.
But he does AoE damage.
But he attacks all heroes. So everybody's going to lose 1 health. Okay. And for blocking, he needs only 2 out of 3. 1 armor and 1 speed for completely blocking him, which is something we should focus on, this guys, because he will make damage to all of us.
So this card is switching each round. I mean,
yes, B1, B2, B3, B1, B2, B3.
What happens if we have 5 rounds to play and
go again to B1?
Okay. Okay.
So it's like a stance theoretically.
Yes.
It's the same hero. It's just switching a bit of stance.
Okay, and now we need. What do we need? A slash.
The same. You don't.
No, these are the same for attack.
You don't contribute.
I think we should
contribute. Okay.
We should definitely also focus on the.
He
can contribute. Wait a minute. He can contribute if he spends 2 daggers. He can make it 1.
Yes, it's not a good idea at this moment.
Maybe with a card.
Yes. You mean to?
Maybe it's the last. Maybe it's the last health, and we need to do it because he doesn't fight. Don't underestimate. You can contribute, just more costly if it's not your specialty of attack.
Let's see how you do with your rolls, and I will decide.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Right.
We roll.
We should definitely block this time, because I think if we don't block, it's easy to block with 1 armor and 1 speed.
Okay.
If we don't block,
we will block.
He will attack all of us.
I will block.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
You can spend your ability in order to
avoid damage.
Avoid damage. Yeah.
Yes, but we will block him.
To remove damage by 1 for me, not for everybody player.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's better to avoid altogether. Yeah. 1 for all, my friend, and all for 1.
But this time is just for you.
1 for me and all for me.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
roll your dice.
Roll your dice. Okay. So. Oh, nice.
1 by 1.
Nice. Okay. 2 power and 1 speed. Obviously, I'm doing this. I'm keeping the 2.
No, probably.
I should say, let's optimize, guys, that we keep the 2 that we decide on our player board. Okay, so it's not confusing. Okay, and the 1 that we don't choose out.
So how many defense do we need? I can see the stats.
1 armor and 1
speed.
Speed.
Speed or
speed. 1 armor, 1 speed, and 0 power.
1 armor and 1 speed. Okay.
But now maybe you can also play cards. Don't forget your cards.
Yes.
Maybe they give you additional
Armor and 1 speed.
attack. For example, let's optimize. Okay, I can do. Do you have any sword?
2 of them.
Okay. And look, I'm going to play. There it is. Okay, I'm going to play this card. Look, I'm playing this card. Okay.
Yeah.
For action log. Aris.
Hmm?
Sorry, not this one. This one for action log,
Okay.
which gives me what? 2 of my type of attack. You see? I have them, I spend them, and I contribute to them. Okay? Then I make this 2 more, or 1 more, 2 more, and with your 2 swords, you make 2. You see what I mean? This is up, this is here. It has 3, okay?
Yeah, 3.
What do I mean?
2 sets.
We have 2 sets. 2
2
plus 2, 4.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So 4 arrows and 2 swords. That's
Yeah.
2 sets.
Yeah.
That means we remove 2.
But I can do my ability
Yeah?
with on hit.
And we drop him.
Yeah.
Excellent. And no need to defend, Aris. Just use it maybe to...
No, I don't have any usage of these. I mean,
And I can play my card in order to regain my energy.
Yeah, that's
back.
your talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you see,
But-
2 from this, you spend your energy, right?
okay.
And you remove the third one and we defeat him.
Okay.
Okay?
Can I draw a card for this
Good
round?
teamwork,
Because
guys.
I didn't draw a card
Yeah.
for this round.
You can do it now. It doesn't have a step. I'm also...
So-
I played the card. I cannot draw a card.
Okay. I
Did you play a card?
No, I didn't play.
Yeah.
Any, so
You played a card.
I did play.
So you don't draw a card. Okay?
Yeah.
Aris, who didn't draw a card, he can take a card.
okay.
Okay?
And I can also draw 3 more cards.
Yes, he has a talent.
Yeah, you didn't use this talent before.
No.
Yes, draw 3 more cards.
Okay.
Okay? There is no limit on your hand.
Okay.
And that's a good thing. You have options.
Yeah.
Okay?
And
If you need to draw and you don't have, you shuffle your discard and then you continue
The
drawing.
usual thing.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like with all games with cards. Right. Okay. So that's good. That means we continue reading.
we dropped the bigger.
We drop the beaver. We need to roll the die as part of the combat round.
With that.
His die.
The story die.
Ah, the story die,
as
yeah.
part of the combat
Okay.
round.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was a
yeah.
challenge.
Okay.
So that means a yellow
Yeah.
gem is added. It doesn't matter now. Blue is added here. Now that he's dead, he is removed. We remove his mini. Whenever we draw a blue, does nothing.
Okay. Because
So
he's
the
out of
blue is the
game.
best one to happen because he's out of the picture.
Okay.
You see,
Okay.
not the yellow. The yellow is still going on something.
What do we earn for killing the beaver?
Okay, so I'm continuing reading now. Okay,
Yes.
we managed to defeat him. So, you begin combat with the back-tooth beaver, and if you defeat the back-tooth the beaver, you reach section 15. So let me read section 15. 12, 15. Okay. Enough. Stop. I'll talk. I'm innocent, I tell you. It was the sly fox. She put me up to it. That tricksy vixen. Please have mercy, let me go, and I'll tell you where I stashed my supplies to drive the cursed rats away. They are hidden deep in my lake, beneath the old wooden dam. Tucked away safe they are. Now hurry, before those damned rats burst from the basement. Remove the beaver miniature from the map, we already did it, happily so. You learn that the supplies that you need to barricade the barn are in the lake. So obviously there are rats building up trying to get out of the barn or something. Okay, so we have planks and nails and stuff like that, and the poison that we want to prevent them from coming out, hidden in the lake. And we found out because we defeated the beaver. Okay?
Yeah.
Back to this. So, you are in 2A. They are in 2A. Here are the supplies. Okay? And if you're on 3A tile, we're not. If you're on 5B tile, we are. Read section 4. Okay, so we continue reading. We know, we found out interesting information that the supplies we need to barricade the barn are here.
Do we
Shall we
represent
put the
them with
token
something? Yes.
on
Supplies.
2A? I mean,
Do we put
something.
something?
Yes,
A
we
die or
we will, but let me read. It doesn't say here anything. Let me read on
Okay,
entry
okay.
4.
Yeah.
Maybe it says there. Most probably it says there. Okay. So entry 4.
It says maybe.
No?
It says
Yes.
maybe. I don't know.
Give me a sec. So if you are on 5B, read 4, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it says also for blue evergems, if you defeat the trying to guess interrupt the beaver, you do read 2, okay. Okay, read B, then read 2. Okay, sorry for the I'm just have too many pages here. I need to go flip through them. Read 15. Okay, and then it says to read number 4. Okay, so I'm reading 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Our heroes. Give me it. Yes, our heroes arrive at the 4A, so we need to roll again the story die. Okay, that means another yellow.
Not 4A. 4A.
It told me to read 4. On 15, it says, if you are on 5B,
Yeah. You read 4A. You read 4.
you read 4. Yeah, so I'm reading 4.
Okay.
And it says, roll the story die,
Yeah.
like before, like when we reached there.
Yeah.
This is independent, so it
Okay.
starts building up. So
Okay,
I rolled
okay.
yellow.
Okay.
And it says, if the rat's miniature is on the tile, read 6. If the rat's miniature is not on the tile, read 8. So now there is another enemy here.
Yeah.
We defeated the beaver, but look, there is another enemy here.
It's another rat.
They are on the tile, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm reading 6 now.
This one.
We still know that there is something here, okay?
But we are blocked.
But we have another enemy who is waiting, which is the rats. So I'm reading entry 6. Okay? Sorry, entry 6, because the rat's miniature is on the tile. Now, before they have a chance to continue moving forward, and there you go, a band of rowdy rats stops them. Our heroes recognize them by their reputation. They are the infamous mini mischief makers, a band of bandit rats who terrorize the countryside. What have we here, lovelies? Says one of the rats. Oh, it seems like the little heroes have come to play, says another one, flicking his pointed knife against his finger. Very well then, drop your weapon and run, little heroes, or prepare to become rat food. Begin combat with the mini mischief makers. If you defeat them, read section 7. If you're defeated, read section 27. Okay? So, the beaver is out. Okay?
Yeah.
So we're focusing our combat versus them. Again, it's R1, R2, R3. Okay? They have an on-miss ability, which essentially it forces us to drop a card, to discard the card.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Keep in mind that they have 0, 0, 0. That means that they are always blocked. So it's like if we want to, we either take the damage, or if we don't want to take the damage and we block them with 0, we don't have to give anything, but we block them by choice. Then we drop the card as a consequences.
Okay.
But if we don't want, we take the block, the damage. You know what I mean?
1 damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not 1 damage.
How many units?
These units are,
5, I guess.
I think it's 5. Let me see the story again. It's always here, you see. 5 units, and each has 2 health. So you make 5 stacks
Of 2.
of 2.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It's a swarm of rats.
Okay.
Never have seen swarms.
Yeah, he lives in a clean barn. In the countryside. Okay. And one more, Alice. Still, the same rules apply, right? Like before, in the same way of we went from one encounter directly to another one, which is a combat.
So if we kill this round 3 units, then we will lose 2 cards because two units will apply.
Yeah, either from the same person or we can split it because each target of each unit is going to activate.
That's the same damage, yes.
And we decide which is the target of the damage. Okay. Cool. Okay. So
we roll the die, or
there is no on start abilities.
So we roll the die.
Yeah. Again, roll 3. And what size do they need to keep one?
Only sword.
They need one sword.
One sword from me. Yeah, for you.
Okay, so 1 arrow. Remember, 2 daggers.
2 wilds.
You can make it 1 sword. 2 arrows. You can make it 1 sword. Okay. So roll 3.
Okay.
And keep 2. Okay.
3. Right. I will keep those.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
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 Don't need that.
Now it's a good opportunity because I have a very good ability that if I'm attacking, but in order to attack, I need to make at least 1 hit. If I'm attacking, I'm going to be able to use the power to add 2 more.
Okay, I can inflict also 1 damage to another unit.
But the problem is I need to play a card for hoarding because I don't have any arrows.
Play a card.
Yeah, if I play a card, I cannot also play it for attack. I can either play it for hoarding or for attacking.
Yes, okay.
So for the first combat round, yeah, I cannot contribute.
Okay.
So I can play a card that gives me 2 swords, these ones. And I can also apply 2 energies.
Did you
decide? You play a card and you end your dice.
Yes. But you cannot, for the game as a free action, it gives you in an encounter, regardless if it's a challenge or a battle, either draw a card from your deck or play a card from your deck.
But if I play
if the card you play tells you to play another card as a talent, like you can. It's another thing, okay?
Can I do my own hit effect 2 times in the same?
No.
So
after cleaning.
Okay.
What does it mean on hit? If I hit it, it means on hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going with
both on hit and on miss have to do with the hero. Okay. On hit abilities activate when a hero is inflicted damage from the attack they hit on their hit.
Okay.
On miss abilities are activated when a hero blocks them and they miss.
So
it's all with them. Do they hit or do they miss the heroes?
So I need to
for them to miss the heroes, we need to block them.
Yes, okay. I need to be hit in order to inflict them.
I'm putting 2 swords.
I need to be blocked, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
One energy with 1 additional damage.
First of all, you decided to discard 1 die, eh? So you have those 2.
Exactly. Okay. So 2 swords, that means 2 damage, plus 1 from my own hit effect.
Oh no, you're not hit. You're not only hit because they need to hit you in order to use this.
Yeah,
they didn't hit you yet.
But the previous round we did this when I hit them.
No. That was a mistake.
Okay.
Because the on miss or on hit is on hit if they hit you, but you can decide to take the hit instead of blocking them.
Okay.
So let's say they were the focus of your hit.
I will take the hit. Okay. So 2 hearts.
So for you to take it, that means that you take the hit.
Yeah. So we put away 2 hearts.
Okay.
With my swords.
I will put
1 more sword.
1 more sword, and I will play also this card with 2 swords.
So who added those swords?
Me.
You. Okay.
I play 1 sword from this.
These automatically remove 2. Okay.
I already.
You removed. Sorry. Okay. So they dropped from 5 units to 4 units.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 1 sword from these 2.
Okay. So 2 daggers. No, this you can make sword automatically.
Okay.
In case you can play a card.
I will play a card. Yes.
So you make this Aris as an extra sword. That's given. Okay.
Okay. So I need 1 sword.
By doing so, you remove 1 card from the second unit. Now, if you can combine this with a card that you play.
But all of my cards have already 2.
Do you have a 3 dagger?
No, 3 attack, yes, I do have a card.
Okay, so you play 3 plus 1, 4, so you make them 2 swords.
Okay, I will play this.
2 more swords.
Yeah.
This gives me 3...
No, you play it for the action, forget about the hoarding. Now you're playing it for that.
Yes, but this will give me 3 swords or 3 daggers?
3, is your weapon type? Daggers.
3 daggers.
So 3 daggers plus 1 dagger, 4 daggers, you convert them to 2 swords. Yes. So you add 2 more swords. Okay.
I kill 2 groups.
So do you remove 2 more hearts?
Yeah.
So he removed the second unit and 1 health from the third unit.
50% success.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first round.
For me,
this card.
For me, I cannot contribute because I need to play for hoarding. Okay. So I will play one of my cards for. Let me play this card for hoarding log, which means the 2 ones. I take them and I have arrows for the next round.
Okay.
I cannot do anything better. Sorry, guys. Okay. Not bad.
Perfect. Yeah.
Now they hit.
Now
they hit.
they hit. We said that you're the target of the attack.
I will take
for all 3 of them.
No, I need 1 hit also. Because I have an ability.
For at least
Okay,
1.
so 1 unit, this one hits you.
Okay, I use my lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Okay, to
On the apple, put it.
yes,
Yeah.
to inflict 1 damage to another unit. So
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. You?
I take the damage in order to spend
So I
my
take the damage,
dice.
Yeah.
I take the damage.
And
as well.
From this unit.
Yes. From the previous units that I killed.
From one of the 3, it doesn't matter. So there are 2 now.
Yeah, okay.
From one unit, not the previous one. You killed him, so he didn't interact. He didn't manage to. Okay, you.
I need to be hit in order to inflict.
Okay, so you took it from there, so it was removed from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even from there, doesn't matter.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
And now I do the damage.
So there is only 1 pending.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Exactly. So I.
Wait a minute. No, I think it's like that. It's 2 units. Yeah, it's 2 units. Go ahead.
I inflict 1 additional damage to the same unit that it attacks me.
Okay, so this one attacks.
Yeah.
This one attacks Aris, and this one attacks you.
Okay.
So you remove 1 unit from.
But we have 1 third unit.
This is gone from before.
Okay.
From Aris' ability.
Okay. Yeah.
Your ability removes this one.
Yes,
It doesn't have to remove the
Yes.
next one. We decide which
Yes,
takes,
perfect,
which unit takes the
Yes,
damage.
perfect.
So it's better to get units out,
Yeah.
not spread 1-1-1 because they will attack 3. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you remove it from that. Doesn't matter. Or from that.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
do it step.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you remove your health, right? 1 hit you, okay,
This
and 1 hit you. Okay, let's use the same just to be consistent. Let's remove from the top. Okay.
And okay. Never mind.
Because if you blocked, then they would activate the miss ability, and you wouldn't lose
But we didn't block.
a health.
Perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Reset.
Roll the die before going to the second
We need to
battle.
reset first.
We need to reset. These things go correct. This card changes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you use a lightning bolt? No.
No, I used my.
You had the dice. Okay.
Yeah. When you use a die, it's like you put it here theoretically, and you spend it instead of
Yes,
token.
okay.
It's preferable.
I didn't say the die. Okay, yes.
We change the card. You need to roll the die, Aris, for
So we have.
the combat round. A blue overgem, nothing happens.
Okay.
Okay, we don't care.
Winning.
Perfect.
That was a good one.
So we have 1 sword for a hit
Look at the dishes on the shelf in the bar. It's amazing this time.
and 1.
So for attacking, we need 1 dagger now. So I'm good theoretically.
This is
One
where
dagger.
I'm
Aris is
coming,
good
yes.
1 die. Yeah.
This is where I come. Yeah, I'm
This,
coming in.
this is where I step in. Yeah, guy, you step aside. He goes from the shadows.
Yes, because
pulls me and you
I
out.
don't have any attack.
That's my stage now. He says. Okay.
We
For
need
blocking, we just need speed.
1 speed. Yeah.
By the way, it's easy to block.
And on hit.
And there are 2
remove-
units.
Remove 1 damage.
Yeah. If they hit,
It heals.
they remove one of those, whatever we have.
I discard.
For me is this, for you is swords, for whatever.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Theoretically, you should be a good target because you don't have anything to remove. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's
I think it doesn't apply.
if you block it, only if you block it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's focus first on the first. So we roll our die.
Okay.
Ooh, hybrid. Dagger and sword. Dagger, shield, and shield. 3 shields and or 2 shields and 1 dagger. Of course, you keep the dagger, I suppose, right?
But I can't spend 2 shields in order to get 1 dagger, right?
No. Yes.
Yeah. But you would do the same. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
I would say better keep the shield. You don't know. Oh no. Okay.
No.
1 power and 1 armor. 1 shield. Okay. You need to select 2. Okay. Shield.
Oh, nothing at all. I don't need.
Okay, and this is a wild card. Okay. So let's start with Aris. Aris spends 1 dagger.
Can I spend these 2 shields in order to get 1 dagger more? Yes, I guess. Oh, no. No, I need a card in order to spend this.
Yes.
So, okay, I'll put a dagger over here in order to kill a whole unit.
So you kill the whole unit?
Why can't we kill the...
No, this one, just 1 hit.
1 hit.
So it's only left 1 unit.
Okay, and then we'll play...
Wait a minute, before you do so, wait a minute. Before you do so, let me attack first. I'll tell you why. Okay? I'll tell you why. I'm going to play a card which allows me to attack with 3. Okay? I don't have 3, I have 2. I spend those 2 to create 1 sword, 1 dagger and attack. Okay? But by doing so, I'm considering attacking player, which means I can activate my ability.
Yeah.
Okay? Oh, I can convert this to a dagger, right? No need to play a card. Correct?
How do you do that?
It's a wild one.
Oh, yes.
This is a wild one, isn't it?
Yes.
I can also make it something I don't have, right?
We did that previously.
Let me check to be sure. Just give me a sec.
But it says when attacking 2 or more units,
I will add 2 more, yeah. But these are 2 of my own. This is a wild one.
Yeah.
So let me tell you about the results of the die.
You do that.
Wait. So first of all, let's talk about the dice. For the dice, the wildcard may be used as any wooden component to attack, block or activate path abilities. That means I make it dagger automatically, okay? So I have 1 shield, 1 armor and 1 wild, which I make it dagger, okay? That means automatically he takes 1, okay?
Sure.
And when he takes 1, correct?
Wait.
When he loses 1 health.
You didn't attack 2 or more units. You did attack 1.
There are 2 units. I'm attacking both.
Ah, okay.
Which means I play a card now, yeah, to add 2. So I attack the second unit. And this allows me to add 2 more attack. So 2 make 1 dagger, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you following?
Yeah.
And the other 2 from the ability make another dagger, and I drop him dead on his shoes. And that's it, you don't have to attack.
Okay.
But you can use it maybe for energy if you spend it, or other things.
Food, yeah.
Or this one, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't use it for
But I
attacking.
can play a card in order to...
Or take a card. It's better to take a card now. Draw a card.
I want to play a card in order to fill my weapons.
Hoarding.
Yeah.
It's hoarding.
Okay.
I will do the same because I'm tip of...
Okay, I only have 1 card, but at least we managed to defeat the guy. Okay, that was a good collaboration, guys.
Okay, yes.
Okay? That means he drops dead.
We do play our cards now, in order to hoard. Because...
Did you play a card?
No, I didn't play anything.
Okay, so you either draw or play.
Okay, so I get 3...
I cannot play for hoarding because I played for attacking. That's what I mean.
I didn't play anything.
Daggers.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm filling up.
Something else. This is guy is removed. Okay? And the next thing that we do, we're going to read the entry, but we need to roll the dice, the story die as part of the combat round, Ari.
Okay.
Blue, preferably. Yellow. Okay. So 1 more yellow is added here. We have 4, eh? Remember, on 5 they trigger.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm continuing to read what happens when we defeated the rats.
Yeah.
Okay. So if the rats, I'm reading 6. If you defeat the mini mischiefs makers, read 7. Okay?
Clever way to put the
Guys,
tokens.
I'm reading.
Yes.
7. Remove the rat miniature from the map. We already did it.
We did, yes.
We always did it before. The rats retreat in terror. As they scurry away, they hurl curses at the brave heroes, shouting that the cunning fox will soon have her revenge. In their hurry, it seems that they have dropped something valuable. Gain 1 evergem of any color. Okay?
Okay.
I'm not sure if everybody gains, but let's say. I'm going to clarify. Theoretically, or maybe 1.
In your basket.
In the basket. Okay. And we have options now. We either move to 2A
Lake.
in the lake and read something. We move to 8A and confront the fox, or to 3A and read.
Shall we put a token for the previous? No.
They will tell you.
Supplies, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know it's there. Don't worry. It will tell us when it
Let's
reads.
go to the supplies.
We haven't been there already. Should we go to the supplies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That means we move all together to 2A, and then I read entry 9. Okay?
Yes.
Our heroes stumble upon a serene yet simple lake, its waters glistening under the sun's warm embrace. At first glance, it seems to be nothing of value, of interest here, but just the calm, cool waters of the lake. Roll the story die first. Aris? The blue one, perfect, nothing happens. If Backtooth the Beaver is not on 2A,
Then it's not. He's not.
then move to 6A
6 is this one.
Yeah. Exactly.
and read 12.
Okay.
If Backtooth the River is in 2A, you read B. If you ignore him, blah. If you defeat him in combat, read 10.
Which one? For whom are you talking about?
The Beaver, because we have already defeated him.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay?
So we are going to
Going
6A
to- Yes.
or not?
And the third option is if you have already defeated Backtooth the Beaver, which we done, so it's 3 options for us. Search the lake. We don't go there. We search the lake. We have already defeated him.
Okay.
So the third option is if you have already defeated him in combat previously, doesn't matter. Search the lake and read 10,
Return. Go on. Return.
Written.
and then we move to 6A or 5B. Okay? So let's read 10. Or we can move to 6A and 5B. Let's read 10. Okay? I agree.
Yeah.
Our heroes take a moment to pause and enjoy the cool waters of the lake before continuing. As they do, they notice a beaver's dam, a pile of unorganized wood in the shape of a dome in the middle of the lake. This seems like a hastily built, poor excuse for a beaver's dam. Perhaps it's hiding something. Place a 2 craftsmanship challenge. Remember, it was a hint. That's why we came here. So there is something in the lake. Okay? But there is a challenge to reveal it.
You have 2 craftsmen.
On the center of 2A. Okay?
Yes.
If the heroes may perform craftsmanship 2 challenge. If the heroes succeed in a craftsmanship 2 challenge, we read 11. If no hero succeeds, then we may retry. Or we return to 9. To 9 entry.
Yes.
So
Okay? Which is the previous option. Which means we can instead go here or back.
we can try.
I think we should try
The craftsman.
Yeah.
the craftsmanship.
have
If you don't have a craftsmanship, look, a challenge or a combat is considered an encounter. You can say, I'm not playing a card for the challenge, I'm drawing a card. And preparing for the next, we delay, and in the next round you try again.
I
You see what I
will do
mean?
that anyways because I don't have any cards.
But we will, of course,
I drew it.
roll the die. So that means the timer moves on if we do so.
Okay, I will try my luck.
I don't have any craftsmanship, so I will draw a card.
I did that already.
So I'm going with
So you're trying your luck.
3
Yeah.
dice.
2 dice.
You
1
need
out
to
of
have
2.
both successes. One.
Both.
Always the first. Why is that happening?
Okay.
Okay.
You were proven wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says that if the if no hero succeeds, we didn't. roll the story die. The heroes may try again. So we roll the story die.
But is there any reason to try again? Because we don't have
Now
any
we drew a
cards.
card from before. Maybe it's useful.
I don't have any card.
Did you draw a card?
Yes, I drew, but I don't have anything.
Okay, so we can continue doing that, theoretically.
So you're gonna
I
draw
don't,
another card?
I don't have a craftsmanship. So I think I will draw. First of all, you roll the die.
Ah,
yellow.
yellow.
So you put 5 there.
And you trigger.
So you read something.
Okay, so I'm going to read what triggers when 5 Evergem, yellow Evergem accumulate there at the bar. Going to the section. So, when there are 5, you read section A. Our heroes were too late. The rats grew too numerous that they overran the basement in the barn, tearing through the weak plants holding them back, and have now overtaken the whole barn. Now they come directly at you. Place the rat miniature on the same tile as the heroes and begin combat, which means they come here directly. These are different rats.
Yes.
The ones that were under the barn, not the ones who defeated.
Yes.
So they come out and they run to face us.
Okay.
So we place them on the tile with the heroes. And combat begins. First, if you have not read 7, begin combat with mini mischief makers. Each unit gains 1 heart, blah blah blah, which we have already battled
Red
them.
7, yes.
Otherwise, the rat miniature represents units equal to the number of gems. So that means if we have faced them before, instead of 5 units, there would be less units. Okay? And the next thing that we need to be careful is now they have a different constitution of the deck.
Okay.
The deck makes up with cards R1, R2, R4, and R5, which we didn't have before. So slightly more difficult. So where are the cards? Here I placed some cards.
I already put them underneath.
Okay.
Underneath,
So,
yeah.
R1, R2, R3 we don't use. Okay, and we need to get R4 and R5. Hold it for me, please. Close it. Thanks. So this is a different deck, you see. That means it's using, before it was R1, R2 and R3. Now it's R1, R2, R4 and R5. So let me find this R7. You see it's a golden, silver and bronze. So R5 is bronze already.
Oh.
And R4. But we don't use R3. Okay? So you
stack
put them in.
Or with the same order.
We place them.
Oh.
So let me construct them. So, okay, they're placed here.
Okay.
You sleeve them again, and it's the same process like before. Okay, just a different deck. Okay.
Yeah.
So they start again with R1, as I see here, which is the one that we already faced. Okay.
Yes.
And we go into combat now, guys. That means
we need 1 sword.
They don't have any on-start ability. They want swords for success.
1 sword.
Okay.
And
on miss we discard the card.
On miss we discard the card. Okay.
The same.
They are 5 units because we have 5 Evergems.
Okay.
There.
So 10 hearts.
So
Stack of 2.
5 stacks of 2.
Start to roll your dice.
And start rolling your dice.
Yeah.
Selecting 2 out of 3.
As always. 1 hit.
As a stretch goal, Aris will ask for a basket ring to be able to drop a 3 from across the room.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Miguel, it's your turn.
And I'm rolling my 3 dice.
And keeping this
I
one.
have an arrow. I have another arrow, so automatically this is a hit. And I have a.
You keep the arrows.
This. Did you clean your boards before I
Yes,
clean
we did.
mine? Okay. Right. So I think I would keep those because automatically it removes 1 health.
Move the die.
Okay. So I convert those 2 to 1 sword.
Okay.
And I
One
got
sword each unit. Yes.
So I remove 1.
1 sword from you.
So you remove. First unit is down. Dimitris.
1 sword also.
Okay. Do you activate your ability?
If I get hit, yeah, I will.
Okay, so you will be the target,
So-
at least from one.
Yeah.
Later, let's get hit and then you remove it.
Okay,
Don't forget
okay,
it. Okay. But do use it. It's a good ability.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Um,
my heart is out.
can we do anything else? Can you play cards for swords?
Yes, of course. we
You
can
have
play
swords.
cards,
Can you play
yes.
card, Dimitri? With two fires. So you can use your two swords.
I have one, and three.
Play the three.
The three.
You remove two tokens. Already, it's
Okay.
one less.
But yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So already we're three
Go
units.
this way. Yeah. Yeah.
3 units instead of 5. It's instead of 5. It's a good
Sure.
start.
Yeah. This is from Aris.
Oh, this is for armies. That means it was one here. Okay, so you play 2, you spend them, okay, and you add 2 more hits, which is what we did this round theoretically,
okay.
just to keep a track of exactly what we've done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Anything else? Ari, can you play a card? I don't have any arrows, so I cannot contribute
Wait.
with a card.
These cards.
But I'm going to draw a card.
We have done 5 damage, not 4.
Why?
For swords. How?
2 and 1. We have 5 left.
I did 2 from here, 1,
Yeah.
One for me.
So
One
you
from
put
you.
one.
I did one also.
and 2 for you.
Mm.
4 damage.
So why do we have 5 hearts instead of 6?
It's stack. 5 stacks.
He
of
added.
2.
He added
You added one more damage.
one sword and 1 wild.
Okay.
No.
What?
No, it's not. I did only one more wide. I
Okay,
didn't
so
add any sword.
that means
So
it's
it's-
like that.
But okay, well, we
Exactly.
play a card and we'll add it now because I used 2 daggers in order to put a sword. So
Okay.
just
Maybe that's something I remember from before. Okay.
and okay.
I took the damage, so I spent my dice in order to take one additional damage.
Okay. Put the
Right.
die on your activity. When you spend it, you put
This
it there.
one, yeah.
Because you cannot activate second.
Okay.
So you inflict 1 more damage.
Yeah, that's all.
There you go. So now there are 2 units attacking. You see,
Okay, so
it's a good round.
When do we play the talent? At the end of the combat
Yes.
round?
Yes. Now. What?
Now or
At the end,
later on?
at the end. No,
So
no, no, no.
Not yet.
No. Do it.
This is how, in order to draw 3 cards.
All
play
from
one.
you. Who has swords? Let him.
Thank you.
But he doesn't have.
yeah.
You do? You don't have either. So
Yeah. This is we draw 3 and we play 1.
yes. So I have 1. If I can draw some.
Can I
more-
say something? There is also, but we don't need to now board with nails, so we can forget about it, I suppose. Yeah.
I suggest everyone draws a card and pick up the one.
We decide
with-
which one we
yes.
want. Okay, so we all draw a card, and we're only going to keep 1, and if we want, we play it. For me, it's a good card because I replenish 2 and 2. If you cannot do better than me,
Yeah. Go on.
it's a good hoarding card for me, unless it's really good for you.
Okay.
Go with
Do it.
yours.
Huh?
Yeah.
And also have a talent. If I played for talent, I can also play 1 additional card. So it's a good in any case.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, so I take it.
We discard the others.
And then I didn't play a card, so I can play it now for hoarding. Okay? That means I take 2 arrows, or aim, I should call them. I need to have the play rate because, I'd say arrows, but they are aim and hit. They are not
Yeah,
arrows,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I cannot remember. And 2 power from the hoarding card. So I have also the ability, which I can use because there are still more than 1 unit, like before, remember?
Okay.
Do damage to more than 1, to do additional damage. I'm okay, thanks for the boost, Aris. And then they hit.
I need to be hit.
You're
And Vangelis will hit, of course.
wait, we
I have
can.
only 3.
You already got hit 1 attack
Yeah.
because you use your ability.
Yeah.
Okay, you.
Okay. I will use again my lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Discard in order to inflict 1 damage.
Okay. So 1 hits you and 1 hits Dimitris. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So we roll the die before going to the second combat round. This resets.
Did you lose a life?
Yeah.
Yeah, he removed it. So remove this, reset your boards, remove the dice from your abilities or your tokens from your ability, spend them, okay? And roll the die.
The die.
It's a yellow one, doesn't matter because you have already revealed, so no added ones, okay? So yellow and blue are okay now.
Roll your dice.
2 energy and 1 speed.
Okay.
2 power and 1 speed. Crap indeed. It's better to roll them one by one. It gets better results for me, at least. Okay, so wild, you see? There you go. So armor, this I need to reroll, and then a power. But it's already hit.
Yeah.
Because now what we do is we move to the next card. This was all from the first combat round.
You can put it underneath. Yeah.
So now this time they need dagger.
Aris.
We step aside, Aris, for you.
Yes. Unfortunately,
I don't have.
I will play a card.
I have
no, I can play a card.
Wait, I have an automatic success from this one.
Okay.
Okay. I have an automatic success from this one, which means I add one of those. Okay.
Okay.
And wait a minute. Let me go first. Because if I add that, I can also play an attack of 2.
You get another one.
Okay. To convert those 2 to another one.
Get 1 damage.
Which I make it a second attack here. And I have attacked both units. And when attacking 2 or more units, I add 2 more, which I convert into 1 more dagger, like before. And I remove 1 more health.
Okay.
So it's only
1 left.
1 left.
I contribute my 2 lightnings in order to kill the last one.
So you contribute the 2 lightnings. What do you do with 2 lightnings?
I spent 2 lightnings in order to get that dagger.
You need a purple.
You need your attack, your dagger.
Your dagger.
You need 2, not lightnings, 2 swords, 2...
whatever color you have, except from green.
Except from green. Okay. Yeah. Then I will play a card. Yes, I will play a card to contribute 1 dagger.
Yeah, excellent. And then it's out. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well done. Okay. So these guys are dead. Okay. And then let me read what happens when we kill them. If you defeat the rats or another enemy in the combat at this stage, which we defeated them, then we read section 27. I think it's an epilogue, guys. Yeah. Okay. For now, our brave... Let me show that it's 27. Not to read something else. Where was I? Yeah, 27. I read 27.
Okay.
Okay, so, epilogue. For now, our brave heroes have been defeated, and hungry rats...
Brave heroes have not been defeated yet.
It's not 27.
Stop.
Rewind. If you defeat, read 7. Okay, I'm reading 7.
7.
It's not an epilogue. So, 7. Remove the rat miniatures from the map. We remove them. The rats retreat in terror as they scurry away. They hurl curses at the brave heroes, shouting that the cunning fox will soon take her revenge. Again, like before. If in a hurry, it seems that they have dropped something of valuable, gain 1 evergem. Okay, so let's take an evergem. Take an evergem. Okay. And then, from there, we can move to 2A.
2A.
We are already on 2A.
And read 9 to 8A and read 16, or 3A and read 3. Let me see what we've read so far.
Wait, 2A, 3A or what? Or 6A?
3A and read 3.
3A is the barn.
It's a starting position.
Perform a craftsmanship.
Okay.
No, give me a sec. Because after there, the heroes may perform a craftsmanship challenge. If the heroes succeeds, you return to 9, and from 9, if you have defeated the back combat, you go to 12. That means, give me a sec.
Did we win?
Yes.
Sorry, my bad. We were at the yellow Evergem, right? So we defeated the rats. So if you defeat the rats and complete the combat, you read 26, which is an epilogue. So, okay, now we're on the correct path. So I'm reading the epilogue 26. The rats were eventually driven from the farm, but the damage had already been done. The once beautiful farm lay in ruins with trampled crops and the barn battered by the horde. The groundhogs returned immediately, setting to work on the arduous task of rebuilding. We'll restore what we can, one groundhog says, offering a wary but grateful nod to our heroes. The groundhog pauses, glancing over his shoulder before speaking again. But there is much at play here that we know. Not long ago, we spotted a band of iron-clad badgers traveling, these are the badgers, traveling through the forest. They're surely lace demons, but why are they so far away from their grove? They can't be a coincidence. The fox has surely put them up to something. If you wish to uncover her schemes, it would be wise to visit the Tanglewood Grove and find what they're planning. So, proceed to story number 4, which is the next story, and then play the Tanglewood's Warriors. So theoretically, if this is part of campaign, it guides you to go from one story to the other, or if you want to take it as a one-shot another time, theoretically, when the game is out, and we're waiting very much anxiously about it now, we can go and play as a one-story shot the Tanglewood's Grove, which is story number 4.
I guess that if you start the campaign, the whole battles that we played earlier would be much more challenging because we already have our upgrades.
Yes.
So
keep in mind that when you start, you don't have those. So you start like that, okay? And then when you progress through the campaign, you can carry over the weapons you unlock and the upgrades that you have in your deck. So you essentially build up your deck. Because now, keep in mind that I don't know, you realize, but we dance around the fox and we didn't even see what the fox does. Theoretically, she must be quite strong because already her stats are quite stronger. 8 health. Okay, so maybe we could have beaten her, but I don't know. I mean,
the main idea is that the combat would be much
stronger, much more challenging.
If you play a campaign instead of a one-shot scenario.
And keep in mind that, look, all of these, at least core game decks of minions, they have bronze, silver, and gold cards. So if you make a deck with a gold one, they're getting really tougher, and this shows the progression, balancing out your upgrades with the progression of the story and the campaign. So there you have it. This is the end of our session. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Did you like it?
Yes, very much. Of course. It's unique, and we always like animals and fairy tales, fairy tale adventures, right? Yes.
Okay, so many thanks for watching.